Alastair Campbell knows what it takes to win without a lottery ticket. He spent more than a decade advising Tony Blair, helping him win 3 terms as British Prime Minister. Campbell witnessed pivotal moments with world leaders, business innovators, and royalty. He was even portrayed in the 2006 movie The Queen, counseling Tony Blair after Princess Diana's death.
Got raves in the press. This lot call you the nation's mourner-in-chief. This lot says you're the only person who's correctly judged the mood of the country.
Hello.
Even the Mail was impressed.
That's really not a good moment.
People's princess, mate. You owe me.
That's good. Alastair Campbell's latest book, Winners and How They Succeed, arrives in U.S. bookstores this morning. He joins us at the table. Good morning.
Hi, Gail.
And you're here to talk about the new Labour Party leader.
If you want me to.
That was Charlie's line.
Well, you are a member of the party.
I am still a member of the party, yeah. But it's fair to say he's not a Blairite.
He certainly is not. But, you know, I saw him sitting next to Ben Carson, and knowing him, I thought, my God, Alastair is advising Ben Carson.
No. I tweeted a picture and I said we disagreed on gun control.
Yes.
And a lot else.
What you said was you're wrong. That's what you said. Yes, he did. And he's like, okay, nice to meet you too, sir. Okay, but in your book, Winners, you said that there are a lot of similarities between the winners. You talked to Floyd Mayweather. That's a great story. You talk about the Queen. You talk about Richard Branson, Bill Clinton. What did you see the similarities in all these people?
I think they're all individuals, but I think if you had to boil it down, they're strategic, they work really hard, they are resilient. I think resilience is underestimated as a real quality. And they've got an absolute fascination with the process of what they do.
Yeah, you said they care more about winning than wealth, many of them.
I think, well, I don't know about Floyd Mayweather. I think he loves his wealth.
Well,
but
his middle name is money.
Yeah, but I think Richard Branson, you mentioned, he's really interesting because he said he never went into a business venture thinking it's about money. He goes into it seeing an opportunity to kind of do something good, and he goes for it. And I think the other thing that draws a lot of them together is they care more about not losing than they do about winning. They're driven by fear as much as by a desire to succeed.
What do you mean when you say strategic?
I mean the ability to work out what you want, where you're going to get to, and then have, if you like, what I call the big how, the big plan to get there. And I think the real winners and the ones who endure, they understand the difference between strategy and tactics, and most people don't.
Would you have said all the above about Lance Armstrong?
Lance Armstrong is one of 2 people who's in the book, but I decided not to put them on the cover with all the names. And the other one's Vladimir Putin, who I know you know very well, Charlie. And the reason is that this part of me still wants to admire Lance Armstrong. He said the most extraordinary thing when I first interviewed him before he was finally exposed, when he said to me, losing and dying, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
And I thought, wow, that guy's a winner. He's got a winning mindset. I should have thought, if I'd have had my old journalistic hat back on, he would do absolutely anything. So I still want to see him in a positive light, but I think in a way he lied too much, he bullied too much, and he's kind of, it's going to be very, very hard for Lance to rebuild his reputation.
And you talked a lot about Vladimir Putin, who you said is a very strategic leader, but you said he's a bad man in many, many ways.
Well, I think he's complicated, and I watched your interview with him.
Look what he's doing in the Middle East in terms of strategic.
Or Ukraine. But you see, you've got to understand, I talk about the importance of knowing your objective and then working out the strategy. Putin's objective and strategy are totally aligned. They're all about the reassertion of Russian power. And we can say he's a bad man and he does bad things, which he clearly is doing. And it was interesting watching your interview, Charlie, because you asked all the questions, but all the difficult stuff, he just laughs it off. The gangsterism, the corruption, the lying and all the rest, he just laughs it off because he's got such control. And if you see power as being about trying to do the things that you want to do, you cannot dismiss him just as being a bad man. You have to work out what he's trying to do.
It's great to have you here.
Yeah, thank you, Alice.
I was wondering what you were doing with your life, so you're writing books.
I'm writing books, I'm doing other things, I'm advising lots of different people and different organisations, but at the moment part of the reason you mentioned the Labour Party leader, I wrote the book in part because I was worried that we'd kind of lost the winning ways. We'd lost the winning mindset and all the things you need to do to win.
There's no doubt this will be a huge success.
I hope so.
Alastair Campbell.
Gail loves it.
And there's no doubt you're a winner, too.
Yes, you're a winner.
All right, Winners and How They Succeed goes on sale here in the U.S. today.